Though intended to clip his wings, the motion eventually turned out into a vote of confidence in the Agriculture Minister.
Order, honorable members. Honorable members, the results of the division are ayes 22, noes 119, abstentions 4, total 145. The noes have it. And consequently, the motion is lost.
It was a motion meant to account for the corruption in the maize sector, but largely issues pertaining to the original intention were mired in what appeared to be political battles.
When questions are asked of a ministry, it is not the questioner who must prove. This is not a criminal trial. This is political responsibility. It is the minister who must prove. It is not the person who is asking.
What about if those allegations are engineered by the very people who want to bring you down? Are you supposed to succumb?
The Minister of Justice should tell us, instead of complaining in the press, what practical steps she is taking to fight corruption.
Wrangles within the coalition government spilled onto the floor of the House in the full glare of cameras, with some reading succession schemes as opposed to war against corruption.
Order, Honorable Kaitu. Yes, what's your point of order, Honorable?
Mr. Speaker, is Honorable Kiraitu Murungi, who has been mentioned in the oil scam, in order to use me as a scapegoat while debating.
We are unable to fight corruption because we have converted corruption into a brand political instrument for beating down opponents and destroying the careers of those who don't like.
I have discharged my responsibility as the Minister for Agriculture to the best of my ability, in the best way possible. And Mr. Speaker, if there was reason for me to resign, I would not spend 1 day or 1 minute waiting.
Boni Khalwale has not been able to contribute and table facts here before the House because he's being interrupted, Mr. Speaker.
But those who supported the motion argued that those who opposed it were voting for corruption.
And if he thinks he's competent, Mr. Speaker, where is the maize? Mr. Speaker, if he's competent, where is the cheap maize that was supposed to be sold to poor Kenyans?
The mover of the motion, Dr. Boni Khalwale, ran into trouble after tabling newspaper cuttings that were declared by the speakers being unacceptable on the floor of the House. Among Khalwale's allegations against Ruto were irregular appointments to the National Cereals and Produce Board, allowing middlemen to drain the strategic grain reserve, and single sourcing in tendering, and failure to observe the Public Officer Ethics Act. The thrust of the motion, corruption, appeared to get lost in the sea of political undertones that delivered the decisive vote against the motion. Alex Chamwada, Citizen TV.